Imagine a man who has everything money can buy, yet he feels completely alone. Tired of women who only see his bank account, he decides to disappear. He trades his tailored suits for torn clothes and takes to the streets, determined to find someone who will love him for who he is, not what he owns. This is the story of a billionaire who pretends to be homeless to find true love, and what happens next will change everything. Kelvin Chukuma was a 34-year-old billionaire whose life looked perfect from the outside. He had penthouse views, luxury cars, and a business empire that spanned 3 continents. But his mother's constant nagging about finding a wife only reminded him of what was missing. Every woman he met seemed more interested in his portfolio than his personality. So he made a radical choice. He walked away from it all, disappearing into the bustling streets of New York City with nothing but a worn-out backpack and a desperate hope. His first week as a homeless man was brutal. He slept on park benches, ate from soup kitchens, and quickly learned how invisible the wealthy can become when they lose their status. But then he met Maya, a kind-hearted cafe owner who didn't look at him with disgust or pity. She saw a hungry man and offered him a free meal with a warm smile that felt like sunlight after years of shadows. They started talking, and Kelvin found himself opening up to her in ways he never had with anyone else. She was genuine, funny, and fiercely independent. He began to fall for her, but his simple new life was about to get complicated. His mother, frantic with worry, hired a private investigator to find her missing son. Meanwhile, Kelvin was caught between his growing feelings for Maya and the weight of the secrets he was keeping. Every moment with her felt real, but he knew the truth could shatter everything. One evening, as Maya was closing her cafe, a group of wealthy socialites harassed her, mocking her small business and her modest life. Kelvin, still in his disguise, stepped forward to defend her. The confrontation grew tense, and then a sleek black car pulled up to the curb. His driver, who had been secretly following him for days, stepped out and opened the trunk. Kelvin took a deep breath and turned to Maya. He reached into his pocket and handed his driver a set of keys. The driver returned with a briefcase and opened it to reveal stacks of cash. The restaurant fell silent. The socialites who had been sneering at Maya now stared in disbelief, realizing they had just insulted a billionaire. Kelvin looked into Maya's eyes and spoke from his heart. He told her that the money and the power meant nothing compared to the way she had looked at him when he was nothing. He had done this to find someone real, and he had found her. But Maya didn't rush into his arms. Her face showed confusion, hurt, and betrayal. She had trusted him, shared her dreams with him, and now she wondered if any of it had been true. The story ends not with a perfect fairy tale reunion, but with a question hanging in the air. Could their love survive the weight of such a deception? The real test had only just begun. Sometimes the richest man in the world can be the poorest in spirit, and sometimes the greatest treasure is found not in gold, but in the trust of a single, honest heart.